Oh. Good morning. Hello, hello. I wish I had a time machine. I go back to the weekend. Monday sucks. What'd y'all do this weekend? Anything fun? I did. Well, I did something fun yesterday. Excuse me. I did something fun yesterday. But Saturday wasn't fun at all. I broke my 20-something year streak of no car accidents. I'm still mad. I'm not, you know what? I probably shouldn't even talk about it because I'm just going to get mad. And I don't want to get mad. You know it's possible to be at fault technically in a car accident, but it's not your fault? That's what happened to me. Because the guy that I hit doesn't know how to fucking drive. And of course, guess where he's from? Where do you think he's from? I'll give you one guess. Where the guy that I got in a car accident with is where he's from. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct, sir. He's from fucking Ohio. Of course. And then on top of that, this guy jumps out of his car like he wants to like he wants to throw hands or something. This old man. I had to go ahead and let him know. I said, you might want to get back in your car before you do something you regret. Old man. And then he thought I was gonna do. He thought I was pulling a hit and run on him. He thought I was driving away. I was trying to get out of the fucking road. I said, just pull over up here, dude. But then he calmed down, and it was just a fender bender. I mean, I put a hole in my bumper and a hole in his bumper. That's it. But so there was like minor damage to both vehicles. But I'm like, okay, let's just exchange insurance information and I'll call it a day. No, this motherfucker calls 911. You know. So then we're sitting there and having to wait on the police to come. We sit there for, I guarantee, at least 45 minutes before a cop shows up. State trooper shows up, gets out of his car and goes, yeah, y'all just go on the DMV website and fill out an accident report. Bye. I was like, you got to be shitting me. The cop didn't do anything. Here he goes, everyone okay? Yeah? All right, well, go on scdmv.com and fill out this, what is it called? A 309 form. See you later. Well, you know what this guy told me? I said, yeah, this is the first time I've been in an accident since like the 90s. And he goes, listen to this. He tells me, I'm not embellishing. This is what he told me. He said he's been hit 13 times in the past 5 years. 13 times. I don't even think that people that drive a car for a living get in 13 accidents in 5 years. If you get hit 13 times in a span of 5 years, it's because you don't know how to fucking drive. I'm sorry. Nobody's that unlucky. Times. Jesus. I said, we'll make it 14. You just got 14 now. Yeah. I'll at least give him some credit. He didn't try to pull the whole, oh, my neck, my back, He didn't try to act like he was hurt. So, that's good, I guess. I wonder if I can pull up like Google Maps where I got in the accident and show you guys what happened, because it's going to be too hard to explain it without showing you exactly what happened. But basically, to make a long story short, I backed into him when I was attempting to do a U-turn. Coming out of McDonald's parking lot, and the road, the area where you have to make a U-turn is too narrow to do a U-turn, but everybody does it because there's no other place to turn around. Anyway, so my U-turn turns into a 3-point turn, so I have to I pull around. Throw it in reverse and back up to do the 3-point turn so I can finish making a U-turn. And this motherfucker is right on my... I didn't even know he was behind me. So I throw it in reverse and back into him. But he shouldn't have been there in the first place. There's no reason he should have been where he was. Which is why I didn't even think to look behind me when I was backing up because nobody should be there. Yeah, you're right, Slim. Going to McDonald's was my first mistake. And that's the thing. I'm mad about that, too. I'm mad that I was at McDonald's because I don't eat McDonald's. We were picking up lunch for the kids. We told them we'd get a McDonald's. That was my first mistake. What's up, Stingray?
The cosmic giggle can get at you.
You know, if I was this guy's insurance company, I think he has the same insurance company as me. I don't know if I would insure that guy. Imagine you're the claims adjuster for Progressive Insurance, and you pull up this guy's fucking accident history. If he wasn't lying, which I don't know why he would lie, you pull it up and you see that this guy's been in 13 accidents in the past 5 years. Oh, and none of them were his fault too. Right. No. Anyway, what did you guys do this weekend? What did I do yesterday? Oh, I went shooting yesterday. That was fun. That was the highlight of my weekend. You know. I guess tonight on the Lunch Money Show, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, happy Super Bowl week to everybody. You know, we'll look at some of those crazy prop bets. I'm interested to see what crazy prop bet. How many prop bets are going to involve Taylor Swift this year? I bet you can bet on, you know, how many times they're going to show her, over under how many minutes they show her, which is funny because. First of all, I think it's funny that people get so upset that they show her on TV. Because who cares? Really? I mean, who cares? I saw a statistic the other day. If you just listen to the way people talk about her at the Chiefs games, you would think that she's just like constantly on the screen all game, every game. Do you know... They did an average of how much screen time she's got from every game that she's been to that's on TV this year. And it's less than 12 seconds for an entire game. Less than 12 seconds. But you would think that it's just the fucking Taylor Swift show. If you listen to people. You know? Speaking of Taylor Swift, I probably shouldn't be admitting this. I don't know a single Taylor Swift song. I mean, I guess, like, if I heard one, like, I don't know, maybe some of her big hits, like, I would recognize it because I've heard it, you know, because it's played on every radio in America over the past, how long has she been around? Like 10, 15 years? I don't even know how long she's been around. Anyway, I don't know a single Taylor Swift song, like by name. But I was driving yesterday. I was coming back from the gun range, and I had on the radio in the car, the satellite radio. And a Taylor Swift song came on that I'd never heard before. And it was good. Yeah. Yeah. I liked it. I don't even know what it was called. I wish I knew what it was called now because I'd play it. But I don't know what it was called. I don't even know if it was a new song or an old song, or I don't know. All I know it was Taylor Swift. That's all I know. No, it wasn't Shake It Off. Shit. Now it's gonna bug. Now it's gonna bug me. Where's all the Swifties at? Like, give me some song names and I'll tell you if that was it. Do I remember any lyrics from the song? No, I don't. No, I don't. All I know is that Taylor Swift came up on the screen, and my natural inclination was to change it, to a different song. But as soon as I went to go change it, I started listening, and I go, you know what? This is pretty good. I was like, this is actually good. It wasn't, I don't think it was one of her hits, because I never heard it before. She writes a lot of music about her apparent bad taste in men. Boy, talk about the people that get upset about Taylor Swift being on TV all the time. Can you imagine how many people will lose their mind? Let's say that there's rumors that Travis Kelce is going to propose to her after the Super Bowl, like on the field. I don't know where that's coming from, but no, it's not You Belong With Me. It's not Love Story. Of course, if you played either one of those songs that I just named, I wouldn't even know that that's what it is. I guess the only one I actually know is Shake It Off, because that's shake it off, shake it off. Play, you're gonna play, 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 play. Hey, you're gonna hate, 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 hate. Shake it off, shake it off. That's pretty much the extent of my knowledge of Taylor Swift discography. Shake it off. Is it football season yet? Yeah, season's only been over for like 5 weeks and I'm already broke. Well, it's gonna be a long off season. What's on my Super Bowl menu? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm still trying to decide if I want to stream the Super Bowl. I don't think I did. No, I didn't last year. I mean, everybody and their mother's going to be live streaming the Super Bowl, but that doesn't matter. I don't know. I think I might. What do y'all think? Y'all think I should? I mean, I know you guys will, tune in because, first of all, anybody that's on this channel, y'all are the real ones. This second channel of mine. How many of you heard I did a call-in show on Friday night? How many of you guys heard that show? It was a great show. It was like a 3-hour call-in show. But anyway, 99% of the show was about football, which is great. It's what it's supposed to be about. But Joey Foster called in. To inform me that he's selling PigskinPeete dog bowls on the merchandise store. Why? I can't imagine that anybody is going to be like, I can't wait till payday so I can purchase myself a PigskinPeete dog bowl. Like that person doesn't exist. I don't even know what's on that store. If he sold PigskinPeete socks, I'd buy those. The coffee mug and the beer glass, the pint glass. I have both of those things. I still have Slim Shady's beer glass to give him when I see him next month. And I'd buy a pair of socks. And a hoodie, too, probably. You need a new dog bowl? Get yourself one. Free shipping. I don't even know how much they cost, but it can't be that much. The monthly weather forecast for Panama City is supposed to be pretty good. Yeah. As long as it's not raining. That's all. I mean, I don't really care about the temperature so much as long as it's not raining. That would suck. Rain would suck. So, is anybody getting excited yet? I can't believe it. I can't believe it's already here. Seriously, it feels like we just did this like last month in Charleston. Speaking. Let me turn this off. Speaking of Slob Olympics, Charleston, South Carolina. I've been going back and forth about whether or not I'm going to attempt to do a Slav Olympics training video this year. I went back yesterday and pulled up some of the old Pigskin Pete training videos. I guess last year I did 2. Last year I did 2 training videos. And the second one that I did at the beach with the drone deal. Listen, I'm not the best YouTuber. I'm not the smartest YouTuber. I'm not the best editor. I'm not the most creative. I have a very low opinion of myself on YouTube. Let's put it that way, compared to a lot of other people. I know what I am. But that video is the greatest Slav Olympics training video, and I just don't see anybody topping it, including myself. Sorry, that's a humble brag there, but it's just a fact. I mean, it's just a fact. Let me see here. Shit. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot I did that too. The vlog where I went down when I went down to Isle of Palms before the event to just show everybody what it was like down there. I forgot about that. Here we go. Hold on.
All the gangs getting money in the heads to bang bang. Wow. smell like sex. The grits when they're raining up eggs to cook. If a DB Cooper and the money he took, you can look for answers, but that ain't fun. Now get in the bed and try to love someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about anybody's luck if you're going to try to top that. It's not happening. It's not. But I was trying to think yesterday. I was like, if I do a video this year, like, trying to come up with an idea to do one. And I have a couple of ideas. The problem is, if I were to do what my idea is, it would take an entire day to do it. Probably just to shoot it. And then, God knows how much time, hours and hours of editing. No, I might do it. I don't know. Has anybody else put any out this year? I'm assuming not. I haven't seen any. Sea-Dog, are you going to do one? Sea-Dog makes great videos. We all know that. Do I have an entire day? No. Therein lies the problem. Not only would I need an entire day to do it, I would need an entire day to do it where nobody's home. Which is just never the case here. I mean, there's always somebody here. Mrs. Peete works remotely from home. And, the kids are gone to school during the day, but Repeat gets out of school at 2 o'clock. Which is pretty early. Millis made a video eating a donut on a string. What? Stop it. Stop. You know I'm going to look. What? Millis. Millis Vanillis. No views. Huh? How is that possible? That you just told me that Millis Vanillis made a training video, and I pull it up and there's zero. How is that even possible that there's no views? Look. See? Yeah, this could just be a typo. I don't know. Well, let's give him a view.
So the 2024 Slide Olympic Committee has added a couple of new events to Slob's 4 in Panama City Beach coming up.
This motherfucker has
in March.
A donut on a string, which is what the name of the event, hanging from a ceiling fan. You know what would be more impressive? Is if he tied that string to one of the fan blades and actually turned the fan on. Try to eat it when the fan's on. Now that's talent. If you could do that.
Well, one of the events that they've added is, can you eat a donut, you fat bastard? So, I don't know if that's what they named it or not, but that's what I'm calling it. Eat a donut, you fat bastard. The idea is that a donut is hanging off of a apparatus of some sort. I'm assuming a string. And so you're supposed to eat this donut.
I wonder what he's going to dress up as.
And I guess it's a timed event. Who can eat it the fastest?
Costumes are my favorite part of the Slav Olympics.
Event, I have a feeling that
seeing what people dress up like.
It's going to be a matter of survival on this one here, because sooner or later, that there string ain't going to hold that donut anymore. And this is not in any way endorsed by the Slav Olympic Committee or sponsored by the committee. This is just my interpretation of
sponsored by the committee.
To be like.
Huh? There's no committee.
I'm not sure if the donut is going to be this type of donut. I'm assuming a donut with a hole on a string. Not sure if it's going to be over your head or.
Well, what's going on right here? What's going on right here? First of all, I don't know what room this is in his house. I don't know if this is a bedroom, if it's I don't even know what room it is. It's a room. It's got a door and a window. There's no furniture in there at all. It's a dog pen and a ceiling fan with a donut and a couple of pictures over here, it looks like. But what's going on here? And here? That looks like a fire hazard to me. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but you can buy a light switch cover plate for probably like $1. And it takes all of 5 seconds to screw it in there. So this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is this is slob behavior by Millis.
At eye level, mouth level, I'm not sure.
Oh, there's Millis in the chat.
They haven't stated all the parameters of the event.
You're a true slob, my friend.
This is my first attempt at trying to practice this event. You know, I've practiced for so many other events, and I'm way better than I was 2 years ago at Pigeon Forge, and I'm getting stronger in all the events, and I feel really good at rock, paper, scissors. But
hey, what do you guys think the chances are that Millis Vanillis and Tiger Cat can squash their beef in Panama City? You know, I'll go ahead and volunteer myself. I'll be the mediator if you guys want, and we can sit down like a group of adults, and we can hash this thing out. I think it would be a great story. Now, I don't know whether Tiger Cat has any interest in hashing it out, because from what I can tell is that she doesn't have any interest in hashing it out with Millis. It is weird that everybody seems to have forgiven Millis except for Tiger Cat. She can't let it go, man. And I'm still intrigued with that epic fight that they got on the Bad Bitch Fuel show a few weeks ago. I'm still intrigued by something that Tiger Cat said in her fit of rage. Is that she told Millis, "I know the truth about you." Now, what that means, I have no clue. But I want to know the truth. What's the truth?
But this here event, this event right here, this event here, this here event here, this event here, this here event has not been done yet. And I'm not even sure if the Slav Olympics Committee knows their own parameters or not, but this is my interpretation, again, of this event, and hopefully it goes something like this because I need to practice.
I like whenever Tiger Cat was like, she was like, I just don't like you. You're not a good person. And Millis goes, I don't care if you don't like me, lady.
This thing. Now, I can eat a donut just
Yeah,
as
he
good
called
as
her lady.
anybody. And probably better than most. I feel real strong about donut eating itself. In my life, I would be, if eating donuts was an Olympic event, I would damn sure be top ranking professional or amateur, what have you. But as of yet,
I tried to, listen, I tried to, Millis, I tried to not like you. I tried my hardest. But it's hard not to like Millis Vanillis. It just is. You know, the first time I ever met Millis in Pigeon Forge, I come down. Well, I say me, Mrs. Peete, and I think the kids too. We were on our way to leave the hotel to go somewhere. I don't even remember where we were going. Anyway, I walk down to the lobby, and I look over to the front desk, and fucking Millis is standing there. Now this is the day before the event. This isn't like the day that everybody dresses up, in their costumes. I look over at the damn check-in counter, and fucking Millis Vanillis is standing there. In full slob costume with a fucking leather helmet on. And what else was he wearing? He's wearing, what was he wearing? He's wearing like football pants, I think, and a t-shirt that looked like a 5-year-old wrote on it. And I don't think I'm out of bounds when I say this. Everybody's seen Millis before. I mean, he's not exactly like in the best shape. His belly's hanging out. His belly's hanging out of his shirt. And then you go outside. Then we go outside. Well, first of all, I walk up to him and I give him a big hug because that's what I do. I'm a hugger. But we walk out the front door into the parking lot to talk, And Millis drives this Volkswagen Beetle. And it's not just the fact that he drives a Volkswagen Beetle and he looks the way that he looks. That's funny in itself. But you have to see this thing. And on top of the car is the head of a baby doll. I mean, serious, serious, well, I don't want to say that. I almost said something I shouldn't have said. Anyway, very creepy. On the movie Toy Story, right? And there's that psycho kid that destroys all of the toys. and like tortures them and like rips their heads off and shit. Like that's what it looks like. That's what his car looks like. Like that guy, like that kid from Toy Story. Yeah, you texted me a picture of Melissa's costume. Oh, where? Where is it? Yeah. Yeah. It's just like I described it. Football pants. I don't even know what kind of shirt that is. Anyway, whatever kind of shirt it is, it's 3 sizes too small. Which is the funny part. And then the leather helmet. Yeah. Oh, God. I think this year's costume, my costume this year might be my best one. And as much as it's it can hurt people's feelings, I think me and Lou are kind of dressing up as the same thing, kind of. I don't know exactly what he's doing. We have the same, basically the same premise. He had a great idea, and yes, I jumped on board. I said, you know what, I'm going to do that too. So I did. It wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea, and it wasn't BBD's idea either. It was Uncle Lou's idea. But I'm going to put a little twist on it. You know what I mean? It should be epic. Let's finish watching this. How long is this video? 10 minutes?
However, the Slav Olympic Committee has, and to me that's more important than the normal Olympics, and much more fun than the Special Olympics. So I have just decided to hang this donut off of this ceiling fan chain just because I think it's a good way to practice, and I went out and got myself regular donuts. There's nothing special about these donuts.
Regular donuts.
There's one missing. It's the one hanging there. For those
Millis, did you wrote regular donuts on that? Clearly, that's. First of all, I know your handwriting because I saw what you wrote on your shirt, like a 5-year-old. So that's definitely your handwriting. But what's the point of that? Why did you write regular donuts on there? Does that have some sort of significance? And also, I'd like to say, not for nothing, but did you get these off of the 3-day-old rack? Because those look like the driest donuts that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, what were they like 80% off because they were 3 days old? What?
You that are Auburn fans, the donut that came out of this box is now that donut. So there's nothing modified about these donuts.
Modified?
They're just normal, regular donuts. See, right on the box, regular donuts. And so I thought I might give it a try. And thank you for watching the
regular
video.
Donuts.
I hope you enjoy. And let me remove my glasses. We wouldn't want to have broken glasses during this event. So here goes. This is Eat a Donut, You Fat Bastard. Take one. Oh, and
Eat a donut, you
I'm
fat bastard.
That we are blindfolded and hands in our pockets, hands behind our back. I don't know. But I did hear them say on the Lunch Money Show that a person would be blindfolded. I'm not blindfolding myself for this particular event, but however, I will be hands-free. I will put my hands on my buttocks.
Well, hold on now.
And
he said he's not going to blindfold himself. I mean, that's kind of part of the deal. Are you really even doing the event if you're not doing the main thing that makes it the event in blindfolding yourself? I mean, if you can see the donut on a string, then it's not any fun. The whole point is you can't see it. So you're out there swinging your head around like a baby bird, trying to find something to eat.
I keep them there, and I will close my eyes, and I will attempt this practice will be as if I was blindfolded with no hands. It's just hands-free.
So now what you're doing is you're going out of your way to say that I'm closing my eyes, but all you had to do was tie something around your head. Like, how hard would it have been to tie a sock around your head or a shirt or something? Like, I don't understand.
Have a donut, you fat bastard, and also blindfolded. Here we go. Let's go do it. Now, I'm just about the right level with the donut. I think this is about how it's different people at the slots are different heights. I get it. But I'm real sure, I believe in this Olympic.
Who's the person that's going to be like the, I guess we have to talk about this tonight, because the way I envision it is not that it's hanging off of a ceiling fan like here or anything else. I guess that's how we could do it to make it fair. But the way I envisioned it was that somebody's got like a stick or like a broom handle or something with a string on it and is hanging the donut off and like holding it while the person tries to baby bird eat it blindly. That's the way I envisioned it. I guess that maybe that's not fair because, you know, that would give the person who's holding the donut on a string the ability to move the donut around, which would make it harder for whoever's trying to eat it. So maybe it does need to be stationary like this. What do you guys think?
Committee, and I think that they will come up with a solution for the height issue. If not, Colby's going to have to jump for his donut. But here goes. Closing my eyes, keeping my eyes closed, okay? And hands on my hips. And totally blind now. So let's have a donut. Now, I understand the premise is you have to eat the entire donut. And if the donut falls, you're supposed to eat the whole donut. However, for Millis, if this donut hits the ground, I'm out. I'm done. So let's see how much of it I can eat without it falling, okay? And here we go.
I love the internet. That's probably a good idea, Battle Angel. A couple of different. Yeah, I think that's right. I think we should probably look at that. I paused that right there on that. Look at that picture. I think what we should shoot for is 2 people at the same time. I think 2 people at the same time is good. I think 3 is too many. And it would be funny to watch 2 people like side by side. So you have like a frame of reference as far as like almost like a race, you know. So stupid. Looks like a blind squirrel. He's really struggling. You know what? I never really put into much thought about exactly how difficult this might be. You know what I mean? I just assumed it wouldn't be that hard. But watching him struggle like this, I'm starting to second guess that. Why don't you just... Yeah. There you go. It only took 5 minutes for him to get his first bite.
Donut wants to ride around on you. It's hard to keep him still long enough to get a bite. There's no real strategy. It's really tough being blinded.
Yeah, we're timing. It's a timed event. You have to consume the entire donut. The real fun is going to be whenever you get down to the last bite or whatever, and we'll see if this happens here. But the donut's going to fall off the string at some point, I would imagine. And then,
So you have to get...
if that happens, in order to finish the event, somebody's going to have to get down on their hands and knees. Well, not their hands, because their hands are tied behind their back, but on their knees and stick their face down in the sand and eat a sandy donut. Like that. Like, how many people, if their donut falls in the sand, is just going to say, I'm done, disqualify me? And how many people are actually going to get down on their knees and stick their face in the dirt? Because that could be the difference between winning and losing this thing. Is it, are you all in? Are you all in on the donut deal? I'll tell you right now, I am. I'll stick my face in that dirt. I don't give a shit. I got no pride at all. Have you seen me?
Once you get the donut, you better get your mouth full of it.
Well, Vic, obviously there'll be an exception for somebody who physically can't do that. Yeah. And when I say physically not able to do it, I'm not saying because, like in Millis's case, right? If he were to say, I'm not going to get down on my hands and knees because I'm out of shape or whatever, that's not what I'm talking about. There's an exception for people like Vic. But if you're not in Vic's situation, then yeah, you're going to have to stick your face in the dirt.
Let me see if I can find it again.
What does that mean, Jay? This is my rainbow idea?
Did I get it all?
What are you trying to say? I know what rainbow means.
I don't know if I got the whole donut.
Looks like you got the whole donut. None fell on the floor, did it? I didn't see anything fall.
I'm going to open my eyes and turn around, see if I got the whole donut. Oh, I did get it all. It's awesome. Tell you what, folks. This here donut eating. That's going to be a fun event.
Well, trying to explain this thing, how many of you have had this problem? Like trying to explain to family members, or friends, that they have no idea about the YouTube thing at all. Like trying to explain this to somebody that you know. It's almost impossible. I've tried, and well, it is impossible. Anytime I try to explain this to people, the look on their face is just an empty stare. Like they look like a deer in headlights. And here's how it usually goes for me. I go, yes, so what it is like a big group of us all get together every year. And we do these crazy events and dress up in costumes. And then that blank stare comes over their face. And then I just go, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to even try to make you understand what I'm talking about, because it's not possible. You know. I mean, my family already knows I'm an idiot. But this just confirms all of their suspicions that I am an idiot.
Kind of tough. Anyway, that concludes this practice. I'm going to...
Good job, Millis.
5 more donuts. I can practice 5 more times.
Good job, buddy.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. So, oh man, see you all at Slobs 4.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. I probably should try to practice that too, but I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to do the opposite of eat donuts in preparation. I'm trying to get in shape. As a matter of fact, I'm starting training today. That's right. Now, what that training regimen is going to look like, I have no idea. I don't even know, because, well, I've been training for it my whole life. Contrary to popular opinion and or belief, you've heard Lou say this a million times. Slob is not a body type. Now, it can be, because there's definitely some body types in this thing that you would say, yeah, that's a slob. I get that. But slob is not a body type. It's a mindset. You know, like for instance, Nick D TV. Right? I don't. Is there anybody in the Slob Olympics that is in better shape than Nick D TV? I'm seriously asking. I don't think so. I mean, he can run circles, literally run circles around everybody else in this event. Maybe Big Dog Brett, which I don't even know if he's coming. I'm assuming, I don't know what's going on with him. But even Nick D TV, as young and vibrant and healthy and physically fit as Nick D TV is, he is still a slob too. Nate's definitely a slob. All you have to do is spend more than 5 minutes with Nate, and there's no doubt whether or not he's a slob. I mean, he is like you know what he is? He should be like the unofficial mascot for the Slob Olympics. Nate should be. Because when you think about Slob Olympian, the first thing that should come to your mind is fucking Nate. Seriously. And Millis. Some YouTubers, friends, and acquaintances get together every year to hang out and have fun. Some dress up in costumes and compete in the Slob Olympics. Easy. No, it's not easy. That doesn't tell anybody. If nobody knows what the Slob Olympics are, what you just said doesn't clear anything up. Because just inherently you said some dress up in costumes and compete in the Slob Olympics. Then the next question is, what's the Slob Olympics? Now, good luck trying to explain that to a rational, normal person. There's no way that you can explain it that makes sense. There isn't. I've tried. Really, the only way for anybody to understand what it is to watch it. Like it's one of those things that you have to see it to get any sort of understanding about what it is, because there's just no way to explain it. You know? I think, Lou, did you make, you wrote down a list of people on, when we did the Lunch Money Show, before we went to Vegas, we came up with the 8 events. Oh, by the way, I got a text message from Sea-Dog this morning. We'll talk about it tonight, but, I don't know how you guys feel about how many events there should be. I know we always try to shoot for 10, but I said this the other day on the, I guess it was on the call-in show, that to me, 8 seems like it's fine. I don't know. I mean, like, are we married to 10 events? Anyway, Sea-Dog sent me a text this morning with a list of possible other events if we're going to add 2 more. Because right now we have 8. If there's 2 events that everybody really wants to do out of this list that he sent me, or any other, or maybe they have a totally different idea, that's fine. I'm not married to a certain number of events. Like, it doesn't have to, like, we don't need to just shoehorn in 2 extra events just to do it. You know what I mean? That way, if we, let's say we stick with 8. That way we're not in a rush. Because time has become an issue in the past. Because some of these events take a little while. But, setting up and then doing them and then tallying. I mean, they're time consuming. I'll go ahead and tell you what he sent me. Again, this is some ideas from the deep dark mind of Sea-Dog Morgan. Staring contest. Now look, that is funny, and it would be hilarious to watch people have a staring contest. That falls sort of in the same like wheelhouse as like rock paper scissors. But again, in the interest of time, I'm assuming that at least some people will be able to stare at each other for minutes and minutes and minutes. Like, you know, so I mean, if you have two people staring at each other for 10 minutes, like that's not going to work when you got 30 something people competing. So I don't know. A staring contest, punt, catch, and maybe some kind of return. So he's trying to add a football thing in there. Again, whenever I think of these things, I think about how it would work logistically. And how do you score that? And who's the one punting the ball? Because not every punt is created equal. Like somebody could get a perfect punt kick to them. Another person could get a shitty punt. And so like, are we? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Nerf gun shooting gallery. That's not a bad idea. I like that. Paper football. What else does he have here? Oh. You know what would have been funny, and I think somebody brought this up before. We just never did it. You know those... well, I think the reason we didn't do it is because somebody might get hurt. Like, seriously. Like, for real hurt. But you know those gimmick, like, giant boxing gloves that are, like, cartoonishly big? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever see the people box each other with those things? I mean, you can't. I guess you could hurt somebody. Here's the only. You probably wouldn't hurt somebody by hitting them because it's just so much. It's like basically giant pillows on your hands. But if somebody fell as a result of being hit, that might injure them. You know, I mean, nobody's getting their teeth knocked out or anything with those things on. But last thing we need is, Millis Vanillis punching Tiger Cat in the head, and then she falls down and cracks her head open. You know what I'm saying? Or TK punching Millis in the head and him falling down and cracking his head open. Staring contest. Who can't explain anything? Some people have a very hard time explaining things. That is true. That is a skill that not everybody has. You know. I'm the opposite. I'm better at explaining things than I am than actually doing them. I can tell you how to do all kinds of shit, like I'm an expert. But when it comes to me doing those things, I can't do them. I can tell you how to do it though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need legal problems. I've already got my legal issues happen this weekend with the car accident. I don't need to be sued by some ambulance chasing lawyer because somebody decided to fall and hit their head at the Slav Olympics. Well, you know what we need to start doing is make these people sign a release form. I have zero liability for anything that happens to anybody. I mean, Tiger Cat almost died last year. If she would have died, do you think her family would have sued us like wrongful death suit? The Tiger Cat family versus Slav Olympics. needs to sign a waiver. Exactly. I agree. Yeah, I can't juggle either, Lou. I can juggle 2 things, but not 3. Not coordinated enough for that. Pete still hasn't explained how he broke his ribs falling on snow. I didn't break my ribs. And it wasn't snow, it was ice. You know? Nate, your disability has nothing to do with whether or not you can hang a magnet or not, though. You know what I mean? So. All right, here's what I'm going to do. StreamYard. StreamYard open? Yeah, StreamYard's open. Anybody who wants to come on. Speak now or forever hold your peace. What's up?
Getting those waivers done might actually be a good idea. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, we can. I could just like, I could just like, you know, go on Google and just like a print out like a template, a basic one, and then just print up like however, I don't know how many people are competing, 30-something people. Just print up like 40 of them and let everyone sign them. You know. I don't even know if I have to do a template. I could just like type like it could be one sentence, right? Like nobody involved with the Slob Olympic event is held liable for any personal injury and or feelings being hurt. And then they can just sign and date it.
Yeah, I'm glad you added that part in because we have had some hurt feelings in the history of the Slob Olympics.
Yeah, particularly at Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, particularly so.
There was at least one person who who was clearly not happy.
Particularly.
There's at least one person. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, right.
That was hilarious.
But I could have been back to back. It's no fit.
Right.
But guess who didn't care? Golden Blue Dude didn't give a shit, did he? Because he won.
He didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Of course he didn't.
You know, nobody was going to strip that title from him. So.
No, that was you'd had to pry that trophy with his cold dead fingers.
Yeah. Look, I guess everyone that's won this thing, who's won it? So Brett's won it, Lou's won it, and Golden Blue Dude's won it. That's the 3 people that won, right?
Yeah.
Is there anybody that was more excited about winning it than Golden Blue Dude? No. I mean,
Probably not.
Injured wide receivers. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so excited about it, he spontaneously broke into song.
I know. I thought he was going to like start thanking God for putting him in this position and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
His parents, God,
Yeah.
his agent.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he's-
I'd like to thank Jesus, my Lord and Savior, for putting me in the position to be the biggest slob.
Little baby Jesus, not bearded flip-flop wearing Jesus.
No. But I do have back-to-back top 3 finishes. The first year I did terrible. The first year I think I finished in like 11th or 12th place in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, me too, but I'm calling a mulligan on that because, well, let's be honest, I was still drunk when it started.
Well, I was drunk the whole time. I don't think I was ever sober the whole time I was there. Literally.
I got sober at some point, I think.
But so I did terrible the first year, and then in Pigeon Forge I got 3rd place, and last year I got 3rd place.
I think I did top 10 in Pigeon Forge, and then me and you tied last year.
Did we?
Yeah.
Tied for 3rd, I think. Because it was well, Uncle Lou got 1st place, and I believe Rec Talk got 2nd place. Is that right? Yeah.
That is right. ACC man dominated the Slav Olympics.
Yeah, so it was Rec Talk got 2nd. I think we tied for 3rd, and then I think Sea Dog got 4th.
I know Sea Dog was in the top 10. I don't remember exactly where he was.
I think we were all right there together, all the ACC men. The only one that it was Lou that wasn't the ACC man that was in the top 5.
It was the SEC that won the Natty. So
Yeah. And then the year before that in Pigeon Forge, I got 3rd place, I believe, traveling. No. Well, that's part of the whole controversy, wasn't it? Golden Blue Dude won. Oh, that's the other thing Brett was mad about. Because not only did he not win, I don't even think he finished in the top 3 because he was mad that I finished ahead of him.
yeah, there you go.
He thought he should have won, but he was in like 4th place.
Yeah, he had injured wide receivers.
Yeah. So I believe it was Golden Blue Dude 1, Traveling Fools 2, Peete 3, and then Brett 4. And
I mean, isn't that like? See, to me though, that's the epitome of the Slav Olympics, because I mean, there was what 5, 6 people trying to figure out who come in what place in that damn 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
yeah, that's why we got rid of it. It's just, I mean, it's good in theory on paper, but it just doesn't work.
No.
It hasn't worked yet.
No.
So, and look,
We've had a controversy out of somebody every single year over what is a push-up.
and if they wanted to do the 40-yard dash this year, I mean, we don't even need to do the event. Just hand Nick DTV the gold medal for that event. I mean, he's going to be the one to win it.
Well, I mean, there's always the high probability that, he pulls a U.
There's a high probability.
Yeah.
Especially when we're all bunched up like that. Real easy for somebody to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't fall last year at all. Everybody else did, though. I mean, if you watch the video that I have on my YouTube channel with the bat spin deal, almost everybody fell. You didn't fall, did you, Slim?
Oh, yeah, I did. Well, they dropped the limbo bar on my head.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was sabotaged.
Already fell. Yeah.
Yeah, almost everybody fell. Friction Vixen face planted.
I didn't.
She fell twice.
Yeah,
Well, Vic didn't fall.
I didn't fall.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
But unfortunately, we found out Vic isn't smarter than a Miami fan.
who's the one that pushed you? Was it Slim?
It was Colby.
No.
Colby. Yeah, that's right. Colby in his yoga pants.
Colby just didn't fall
Yeah.
while he was pushing me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know we laughed about this all last year because it's hilarious. But what was that? I mean, what?
What? A Scottie Pippen jersey. God only knows.
Like, how do you even come up with the idea for that? It's like,
I mean, it would have made sense if you had like a tub of ice cream.
Right.
You know, okay, you're on the rag. I get it.
Yeah. That poor girl, Wally. You know, I wonder if he like, if she's like, "What are you gonna wear?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wear yoga pants and a Scottie Pippen jersey." If she was like, "What?" Why?
I don't know. I haven't even ordered my outfit yet. I'm contemplating.
Yeah, but
Do you? So you're not decided yet, or you just haven't ordered it yet?
A little bit of both.
well, I guess you can. Well, I guess you can be the duck again. But,
Well, I was going to incorporate different things with it. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to wear a skirt with the duck head this year.
you can be Sebastian again.
So I'm trying to figure out the logistics of trying to compete in the Slav Olympics wearing a skirt.
Okay.
A skirt?
Oh yeah. Why? Why?
The hell? Where do you even buy a skirt for? Like
Yeah.
do you just order it online, or do you go to like a Hot Topic or something? I don't know. At the mall?
Yeah, I'm going to go shopping at the Johnny Depp collection at Hot Topic.
Right. Wow. The Slim Shady in a skirt might be more disturbing than fucking Colby in yoga pants, honestly.
Well, I mean, not a mini skirt or anything. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh. So what, you're going to have like a classy skirt?
Well, I mean, this is a classy event.
Yeah. So you're not showing knees or anything?
To be determined.
But on is not more than 3 inches above.
Yeah, that's the cutoff is 3 inches above the knee.
Now, if you're gonna wear a skirt, I think you have to wear underwear. That would be disturbing if you didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if you insist.
It is a family event.
This is true.
I don't know if this is good news to you or not, Slim. But we're not bringing our kids this year.
Yeah, you're not bringing the whole family.
Well, I mean, it's kind of indifferent to me. I mean,
Yeah.
my kids may be the one that have a problem with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel bad for Zoe. But poor Mrs. Peete every other year, she's sort of been relegated to taking care of the kids. Well, not my older kid because he takes care of himself, but repeat and allows me to run around and do what I got to do. And so I feel bad for her every year. So this year she'll get to actually hang out and not have to worry about chasing repeat around. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's not really an option for us.
Yeah, I know. And we we almost did end up bringing them because, well, first of all, it came down to if there was anybody to watch them while we were gone. Because they have school, since we're going up there during the week, they've got school on Thursday and Friday. So we'd have to take them out of school.
Yeah.
And then obviously somebody needs to watch them. So we were lucky to have somebody volunteer to watch them for a couple days. And we actually looked at flights the other day because we're gonna drive. First of all, I'm bringing I'm bringing a bunch of guns with me, so I'm not flying with those. I'm not packing 5 guns in a suitcase and flying with them. But we looked at flights, and do you guess how much it was from Charleston to Panama City Beach round trip? What do you think?
I haven't the foggiest.
Like $300.
It was $500 per person.
Wow.
That was the cheapest one we found.
Wow.
So we basically just said no. I mean, I don't have $1,000 to spend on a plane ticket. So I couldn't do
We
it.
were talking about that the other day on the morning show. Somebody told me it's cheaper to fly than to drive. No, I'm not going to spend $1,000 in fuel.
I mean, it would be convenient just to go as fly and get there in an hour or two, as opposed to driving for 8 hours each way. But at the end of the day, I don't really mind driving that much. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
Plus, I've never been there before, but I'm assuming Panama City Beach is just like every other tourist town where, unlike Isle of Palms, like last year, you could not have a car down there on Isle of Palms, and you didn't need one unless you wanted to leave the island. Everything was right there. I mean, even the grocery store is only a 5-minute walk away. But I'm assuming in Panama City, if you want to go do things, then you're gonna have to drive. And so, if I didn't have a car, I couldn't do that, or I'd be relying on like people like you to haul me around, which would make me feel bad. So.
You feel it.
Yeah, but I'm fairly certain you get over that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we go to the range Friday. Ain't no sense in everybody taking a vehicle if a few of us can pile up in a couple.
Yeah, I agree. I should call them because I'm assuming, again, I've never been to this range that we're going to. All I have, my only frame of reference for gun ranges is the ones that I go to here in Charleston. And yeah, pretty much any time you could walk in there and get a lane without any problem. Sometimes it's busy and you have to wait 10 or 15 minutes for one of the lanes to open up, but most of the time you just walk in there. Now, I don't know what this place is like, but if 6 of us walk in there strapped down with a shit ton of guns, like, I wonder if they'll be able to accommodate us or if it's going to be a hassle. I probably should call them.
We need to make sure how many people are going, too. I mean, are there going to be 6 of us?
Well, there's me, there's you, there's Sea Dog, there's Nature Boy. Who am I missing?
Yeah, that's 4.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. I know. Well, I talked to Law Tide last night on the BVD and Law Tide show, and he said if he's there at that when we go, he wants to go too.
Yeah.
I don't know what time he's planning on getting there because, well, Sea Dog's not getting in until Friday. You're getting in there on Thursday, right?
Right.
So so am I. Nature Boy's getting there. He originally wasn't coming till Friday, but I think he said that he got somebody to maybe watch his son so he can come up on Thursday. Sea Dog's not getting there till Friday.
Yeah, but he was talking about leaving early, so I mean,
He's going to have to if he wants to go shoot guns with us. Because here's the other thing, too. It's on a Friday afternoon. I don't know what time the gun range closes, but first of all, we're most likely all going to go out to eat that night around dinner time, so around 7 o'clock or something. So we would have to be back from the gun range and showered and dressed to go out to eat, by the evening time.
Yes.
So I'm assuming the latest we could really go shooting would be like in the middle of the afternoon, like 3 o'clock. And we won't be there for probably more than an hour. I mean, you know, you can.
I mean, except for wait time, yeah.
Right. I mean, most of the time, if I go to the range by myself like I did yesterday, I was in and out of there in 45 minutes because, well, it just depends on how much money you want to spend on ammunition. Yeah. I can shoot all fucking day, but ammunition's not free.
I'm bringing my own. So
Yeah, I'm bringing my own. I'm bringing my own too. I'm bringing my own everything. I'm bringing my own targets, everything. The only thing I'm spending money on at that store is the actual range fee, whatever that is.
Oh, this is one where I'd have to defer to your expertise because I think I've been to a range, God, twice ever.
Yeah. They know me on a first name basis at the range. Well, there's two ranges by my house that I go to. They know me on a first name basis at both of them.
Yeah.
I've got friends with property out in the middle of nowhere, and then I've got there's just a county road that ends out by the Hatchie River in the middle of nowhere. A lot of people just go out there.
Oh, you know who else might come is Rec Talk. I haven't asked them though.
Rec Talk's not going to be there this year.
What?
What?
He said that on one of his live shows.
Why?
No.
I don't know.
Well, that's fucked up.
I mean, he does have a job and a kid, so maybe he's got some kind of conflict in schedule.
Yeah, I get that, but also he's known about this. It's not like we just like decided yesterday to do this. I mean, he's known about this for a year. I get it. I mean, I'm not.
Mentioned to me when he saw me in the comment section.
I get not everybody can come every year.
Earlier in his show about he wasn't coming or wasn't going to be able to make it.
Well, that sucks.
Oh no.
I thought that too, Lou. He says, I thought that Sea Dog and Rec Talk were a pair. Yeah, like it's like Thelma and Louise. I mean, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe we're going to have depressed Sea Dog all week.
I was going to say, is Sea Dog going to be like moping around like he lost his puppy? You know? Yeah. Maybe we can all get, you know what? We can cheer Sea Dog up. We'll FaceTime Rec Talk.
Yeah.
And so Sea Dog can get his, tell him how much he loves him, you know?
That's all right. I tried for months trying to talk Pinecone into coming, but he's still alone.
Yeah, he's full of shit. He goes, I only go on one vacation a year, and it's in September. And I go, well, first of all, that's the stupidest time to take you're a college football YouTuber. Like, the only month out of the year that you go on vacation is the first month that college football starts? That doesn't make any sense.
No.
And he lives in Florida. I don't buy his bullshit excuse. He says he can't come. I say he can come. He doesn't want to come.
No, he doesn't want to come.
Right.
That's it.
Who else is coming this year that's never been there before? So I know Matt Dummett's coming. That he's never been there. Is Octavian coming? He better.
I think
He's got no excuse not to. He's
I know.
in Tallahassee.
it's within driving distance.
Yeah, how far is Tallahassee from PCB? Like an hour?
Yeah, so we
Couple hours tops.
Yeah, that's not bad.
drive over for the day. So yeah.
And I don't know what his personal situation is. Is Octavian married?
I don't know.
I couldn't imagine so, but I've been wrong before.
I mean, as long as if he doesn't work on Saturdays, then
That's the other thing. What is he like? I don't know. It's rude to ask somebody what what do you do for a living or whatever. But like,
I guess as long as he doesn't work that Saturday, then I guess so.
right. Yeah, because he could technically just drive in on Saturday and leave Saturday if he wanted to. He didn't have to stay overnight.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, old fishing football claims to be coming, but yeah, he claimed to show up to the softball.
Yeah,
game.
I don't believe him when he says that. Does anybody believe that?
And he's another one. He doesn't have any excuse. He can ride. He can hitch a ride with Neo and Lizard.
Yeah. I think he lives. He lives close to.
Whatever happened to Neo and Lizard? I haven't seen them on YouTube in a while.
Yeah, I think when Neo got a job as like a.
Yeah, he works at a prison, right?
That's the last time.
Yeah, but
that really hurt.
What does that have to do with like him not being on YouTube? I mean,
I don't know.
Almost everybody has a job. They're still on YouTube though.
Well, sure, but I would when I was working 100 hours a week, I was on YouTube a whole lot less.
Yeah, but you were still on it sometimes. You didn't just like disappear.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they coming? Do we say that's the thing? I don't know.
I haven't.
Well,
heard.
like you, I haven't seen him around in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. A little concerned, I honestly, about Lizard because Lizard's not. It has had all kinds of health problems and.
Yeah.
I hope they're all right. Anybody else heard from them? You really think someone would issue Octavian a license?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm utterly convinced Department of Transportation will give anybody a fucking driver's license.
Well, they gave that guy that I hit over the weekend a license, and he's been hit 13 times in the past 5 years, according to him.
Yep.
This fucking guy.
Wasn't for bad luck, he'd have none at all.
Yep.
There's just no there. If you get hit 13 times, then at least a certain percentage of those are your fault. Period. There's no way that you're that unlucky.
Yes. A large
Oh
percent.
no, like with yours. I mean, common sense should dictate. Don't get 6 inches from somebody's bumper.
But he should not have been there. That's the thing. That's the reason. Listen, if I was at fault in an accident and I knew that I fucked up, I could come to terms with it. Shit happens, okay. But this really pissed me off because again, technically it was my fault by the letter of the law, but it's his fault for being in that situation.
It is, but
yeah, I'm getting mad just thinking about it. I gotta stop talking about it. And then this fucking guy, because first of all, I go to make this U-turn, and like I said, it's hard for me to explain. You'd have to see where I was to understand exactly what I'm saying. But I was making the U-turn, and I look up. Now, this road where I was making the U-turn is a very heavily traveled little road, but the speed limit's only supposed to be like 35 miles an hour. But people fly down that shit like 70 miles an hour. Okay. So I pull out into the thing. I realize I'm not going to be able to make the turn. I'm about to have to do a 3-point turn. I look up, and there's a fucking black SUV barreling down, like I said, going 70 miles an hour in a 35 right towards me. And so I throw that thing in reverse and just, back up very quickly. And then I hear a horn honking. I thought that the person honking at me was that black SUV that was barreling down on me because I was blocking, the lane. But turns out it was the guy that was behind me. He saw me backing up and laid on his horn while I just fucking smashed right into him. Then I throw it in drive after I back into him. I'm pissed now, obviously. I throw it in drive, and get out of the middle of the road. And there's a stoplight right there. So I pull up to the stoplight. He's fucking laying on the horn and hanging out of his window of his car, screaming at me. I stick my head. He jumped. We get to the light. He jumps out of that car. I'm looking through my rearview mirror. He jumps out of that car like he's about to come over and do something. And he starts walking towards me. I said, "Hey, cowboy. Why don't you get back in your car before you do something you're going to regret? And we'll just pull over up here." He claims that he was mad because he thought I was pulling a hit and run.
You trying to flee the scene of an accident, sir?
Yeah. Well, now I got a hole in my car.
Well, it could be worse. You could have a hole in your head.
That's true. That's true.
Gotta look at the bright side on everything, I guess.
Again, I'll give the guy credit. At least he didn't try to pull the whole, oh, my back hurts, my neck hurts, that bullshit.
Well, give it time.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Well, so when the state trooper showed up, that's the first thing he said. Anybody injured? Anybody need an ambulance? Blah, blah, blah. And we all said no. So, I mean, but there is no accident report. I mean, the cop didn't write one up.
Yeah.
He said that there's 2 ways you can do it. He can do an accident report, or there's a way to do it that won't affect either one of our driving records, and just go on the SCDMV website and fill out that, what's it called? 309 form, whatever that is. Oh. So. Did I show my license? No, I didn't. Cop never asked for my ID. Never asked for that. He never asked for anything. Now I did trade information with the guy. I took a picture of his driver's license and registration, and he took a picture of my driver's license and registration and insurance information, insurance policy. That's it. The cop didn't. The cop was like, he acted like we were stupid or something. Like why'd you call? Like, he acted like we were putting him out. He was like, yeah.
I mean, maybe he's one of those few that actually does have better shit to do than deal with a couple of dummies who bumped into each other.
Well, yeah, and that's what I told the guy. Originally, I was like, let's just exchange information. He goes, no. I'm calling 911. I go, Jesus, here we go. So then we had to sit there for 45 fucking minutes, waiting on the trooper to get there. Trooper gets there and basically tells us to take a hike. He doesn't even he had zero interest in it. He's just like, okay, what happened? I said, well, I backed into him when I was trying to make a U-turn. He goes, you hurt? No. All right, we'll take a picture of each other's shit and fill out this form. Have a good day. Okay. Yeah, that was it.
Surprised you didn't try and do a field sobriety test and search your car and run a background check on the both of you.
No. But then he goes, yeah, well, I'll only live down here for about 2 years from Ohio. I go, yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Although I do think I would take people from Ohio, because unfortunately we were talking about Nashville growing earlier this morning. Everybody's getting the hell out of New York and coming to Nashville. So you got a bunch of New Yorkers hanging around Nashville these days.
Same here. There's a bunch of New York people down here too. What they do is, and really is mostly like retirement age people, because once they retire and they're living basically on whatever the retirement is and whatever little bit of Social Security that they get, if they own a home up there in New York, then they sell their home for $1 million up there, and come down here and buy a twice as big as house as the one they sold in New York for $300,000 cash, and have no mortgage payment.
It's a retirement community.
Driving up prices of my house, god damn it.
Yeah, mine too. But it's not just Nashville, like you said, Nashville. It's all of the southern cities are being inundated. It's every major metropolitan area south of the Mason-Dixon line is being flooded by from Northerners, and it's really just a cost of a living issue. I mean, I don't blame them. Like if I lived in Ohio, I'd want to get the fuck out of there too. You know?
And then Austin was getting all those refugees out of California.
Yeah, they still are.
A lot of businesses moving to both of them too, because there were several businesses that moved to Austin or just Texas, period, and the Nashville area.
Yeah, it's a very business friendly state. I mean, there's no. I mean, the taxes are very low for corporations, and I believe there's no sales tax in Texas either, is there? I don't think there is. There's no income tax, no state income tax.
Most states that don't have an income tax do have a state sales tax. So.
Yeah, I don't think Texas has a sales tax.
I don't know. I know Tennessee does.
Well, does Georgia?
What, state income tax?
No,
Yeah,
a sales tax.
yeah, we do.
You do? Because the reason I ask is because I bought like an accessory for one of my guns, and it was a company that's based somewhere in Georgia, and they shipped it to me for free, and there was no tax included either. Like whatever the listed price was on the website when I ordered it was exactly how much I was charged. I wasn't charged any tax at all for it, which I thought was weird. So I don't know how that works.
That is weird.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
Tucson is growing fast. Well, mostly California people, I'm assuming.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it seems like the California people either flee to like Colorado or Texas. That seems to be like the two states, and I guess Arizona. You know. What tax doesn't Georgia have? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we got income tax and a sales tax and a gas tax, and yeah.
Do you know that Charleston, the city of Charleston, like most major metropolitan areas, is, I mean, South Carolina is a deep red state, right? Republican. But Columbia, Greenville, Charleston, all the major metropolitan areas in the state are all blue. Well, they have been for decades now. Charleston just elected its first Republican mayor since the 1950s. Yeah. How that happened, I have no idea. Because, like I said, as long as I've been alive, there's never been a Republican in office in the city of Charleston at all. Oh.
That's like Memphis. It still hasn't had one, and it's continuously getting shittier and shittier year after year. Go figure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care which way it's going. If you if you just stagnate going one way, I feel the city's going to stagnate too. Well, that's why Giuliani had so much success when he was in New York. It was, the first Republican elected in mayor of New York City in eons.
Yeah.
Eons.
But this just tells you how bad the standing mayor was, the guy who was trying to get reelected, the Democrat guy. Tecklenburg, I believe is his name. In order to lose to a Republican in the city of Charleston, you have to really be fucking bad.
Yeah.
At your job. Really bad.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, did y'all see that Darius Rucker got arrested?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, Darius Rucker got arrested in Tennessee the other day. On I think it was on Saturday, maybe,
Well,
or Friday.
What did he do?
Friday. Drug charges. I don't know. See, they didn't specify what it was, so it's a misdemeanor. It wasn't a felony. I know that. It was a misdemeanor drug charge, and they arrested him. And his bail or bond or whatever was $10,500. So I'm thinking, first of all, is weed legal in Tennessee? I don't think it is.
No, it's not, but I know under an ounce is a misdemeanor. Like, they'll just write you a ticket.
Yeah, but they arrested him. He's got a mugshot and everything.
Probably bumps it up to it's probably over an ounce, probably bumps it up to a Class A misdemeanor, and they got to book you over it.
Chunky D33 says pills. So I thought about that too, except for if it were pills, that would definitely be a felony, wouldn't it?
Pills.
I think so.
Depends on what
Yeah.
kind.
The only thing that I could think that would be a misdemeanor, just possession charge, would be weed.
It depends on what kind of pills, but yeah.
Well, if it's a controlled substance, that's got to be I would assume that's a felony.
Right.
I mean, like I said, cocaine, heroin, mushrooms, acid, pills, all those I think are pretty much like automatic felonies.
That one about LSD. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all.
I don't think powder cocaine is an automatic felony, but crack cocaine is.
I think it depends on the state. In the state of South Carolina, I believe if you have even a speck of cocaine, that's an automatic felony.
Right, and I think you're right. I think it does vary by state.
Yeah. Weed, pills, and expired tag. Okay, so I didn't hear that. He did look fucked up in his mugshot. Yeah, he looked like he was high as fuck. Let's see if I can find it. It's funny. But you got to kind of be a dick to arrest Darius Rucker. I mean, it's like...
I mean, even though he's a South Carolina fan, like, if the cop's a Clemson fan, I can see it.
Well, the funny thing is because, he's a South Carolina, he's a Gamecock. And this happened in Tennessee. So I'm sure Darius Rucker, I've been to a couple of his shows. First of all, he does like multiple shows in Charleston every year because he lives here. It's where he's from. And every time we go to a concert that I've been to, and I'm assuming he probably does this when he goes around to other states too, is he talks shit about, like in Charleston, he talks shit about Clemson on stage. Mm-hmm. I'm sure when he goes to play in Tennessee, he makes fun of the Vols.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So, the cop was probably like, well, you remember the other day at the concert when you were talking shit about the Vols? Yeah, well, put your hands behind your back, bitch. Let's see here. Here's the mugshot.
Well,
God, he look.
especially if you're somebody like Darius Rucker, don't you have somebody to make sure, your fucking car registration is up to date?
Yeah. I
Like,
guess.
he's got to have some kind of personal assistant.
Yeah, here's the other thing too. Like, why is he driving around Tennessee? Like, why doesn't he have a driver?
That would be my next question. Unless they pulled over his tour bus, and the registration on the tour bus was out of date.
I don't think so. I think he was driving a car. But there's the old mugshot of old Darius. God, he looks like he's aged about 50 years in the past 5 years. He looks old as shit.
What happens when you live the hard life?
Yep.
Yeah. Old Darius
All the
Rucker.
drugs and pills catching up with him.
Well, now he's got some street cred. You know? If you're famous like that and you get a drug charge, it's not like, that's almost like a good thing.
Yep.
It only helps you, like your
Yes.
career.
Can't hurt.
No. I mean, I guess he's probably gonna have to like go to do community service and probably go to like drug counseling classes, like they make you do. I had to do that when I got simple possession of weed when I was like 20, and all that is a money racket.
Mm-hmm.
They made me go to whatever the drug classes are, and each class, I think I had to go, and I had to do 100 hours of community service too. But they make you complete this drug course, and they make you pay for it too. You have to pay each time you go. I believe it was like a total of 10 courses over 10 weeks, once a week, and it was like $150 each time I went. So between paying the actual ticket for the weed, which was like $400,
Mm-hmm.
and then paying for whatever, it ended up being a total of like $1,500 for that stupid fucking class. And then also, there was some sort of thing I had to pay for my license, because it suspended my license for like 3 months or something. So I guess I had to pay like a reinstatement fee to get my license back. So all in all, $5 worth of weed costed me several $1,000s.
I mean, I understand charging something for it because you're having to pay some guy to give that class.
Yeah. But it's weird too, because I was I was a 20-year-old kid. I was in there for $5 worth of weed, or whatever it was, $10 worth of weed. But I'm in there with people who are like seriously fucked up. I mean, like their life is in shambles. They're destitute, like hardcore drug addicts. And you have to pass like they do random drug tests, right? And they didn't drug test me none of the times I came. Every time I came, I was ready to take a drug test. Well, the very last fucking class I go to,
You drug test.
she goes, oh, I'm seeing here, this is your last class. I go, yeah. She goes, well, we haven't drug tested you yet. I go, no, you haven't. And she goes, okay, well, we need to go ahead and do that. And I said, I'll just go ahead and save you the time. I'm going to fail it. So there's no reason for me to even take it.
How did you know you were going to fail it?
Because I smoked weed like all the way there.
Oh. I guess you didn't. So I guess you didn't learn your lesson.
No. Kidding me? But the funny thing was, when I said, don't even bother giving me the drug test. I'll just go ahead and tell you I smoked weed this morning. And she looked at me and she goes, you know what? She was like, I can't believe that you were just that honest with me. So I'm just not going to test you. She let me get through without being tested. I was like, thank you.
Nice of her.
I know, because you know what would have happened if I failed? I would have had to start the classes all over again. So another 10 weeks and another $1,000 is what it would have cost me. She did me a huge favor.
I mean, you hear it all the time. Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
It worked out for you.
She goes, "You're the first person that's ever just came out and told me they were going to fail a drug test." I said, "Well," I said, "I mean, if you were about to find out in 5 minutes from now anyway, so I may as well just go ahead and get out of the way."
Right.
I mean, there's no hiding it.
Save them a $15 cup.
Right.
Hell, people.
Oh, Darius the felon. There we go.
Poor Darius.
Oh.
Well, like you said, I mean, this ain't gonna hurt him. So
No.
yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Gonna get street cred. Yeah.
Make a song about it, you know.
Yeah.
That's what he ought to do. Make a song about it and have it hit #1 on the charts and find that cop and go back and laugh at him.
Yeah, that cop, you know. Imagine being the guy who arrested Darius Rucker. And then that's almost as bad as the guy that arrested Willie Nelson. Like, if you pull over Willie Nelson's tour bus and a cloud of smoke comes out, you just got to let that roll, man. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you do. It's Willie. You got to let it go.
You just got to go, what? You know what? I know it's against the law, but it's fucking Willie Nelson. Have a good day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like same with like Snoop. Like, who's going to arrest Snoop Dogg for weed? You just got to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, hell, there's that video clip. I've seen it on Twitter probably a dozen times of Snoop passing the blunt to the security guard.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. A cop, I think.
I assumed it was a security guard. I didn't think it was an actual cop.
Yeah, pass the blunt.
Yeah, my weed days are long behind me, honestly. But there's zero chance that I would turn down smoking weed with Snoop or Willie Nelson. Like, you just, if they offer it to you, you just gotta, it's like, you gotta take it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like.
That is a good point.
It's really sacrilegious not to.
I mean, I'll give this cop in Tennessee a little credit. He's probably better than the last cop that pulled over somebody, I guess you could say, semi-famous. There was some big thing. This was probably 10 or 12 years ago. Some cop in Nashville pulled over a porn star, and she obviously got out of her ticket.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
I think we know how. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say how that happened, yeah.
Yeah, she used those professional skills. Yeah.
And she's the one that snitched on him. I'm like, damn, that's dirty.
Damn.
So you realize at the very minimum, you're admitting to bribing an officer, right?
Right. Yeah, and also, isn't that, I mean...
Is that considered considered bribery?
It's prostitution, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, well, she's a porn star. She's not exactly the brightest bulb in the batch to begin with, but...
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a reason they're doing that, and they're not in Hollywood working for 20th Century Fox.
Right. You mean that she's not known for her acting skills?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, depending on who you ask, they're all they're acting at all times. So who knows?
Yes, that she has no talent is what you're saying.
Well, she definitely has talent.
Yeah, she definitely has talent.
Yeah.
Well, she's got assets. Now whether or not those are natural assets or bought and paid for assets, well, that's a whole other story.
Well, you can have the assets. You still have to have the talent. You know.
Yeah.
True.
But. Yeah, I got to go. Just realized what time it was. Man, I feel like I've only been on the air for like 5 minutes. The show flew by.
I guess that means it was a good one.
I guess so. I don't even know if I accomplished anything today, though.
I don't know, did you?
I don't think so, no.
Well, I mean,
You did a lot of complaining.
I did a lot of complaining, and I also have more questions than I have answers right now about everything I talked about today.
yeah.
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 Well, I mean, we watched Millis eat a donut, so.
We watched Millis
Yeah.
eat a donut. I cried and complained about my car accident over and
Yeah.
over again.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering how I'm gonna eat that donut wearing that big ass mascot head.
I guess y'all just take it off, yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Now, see, you went right where I was going with it, though. That thing hits the sand. That's a wrap.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not sticking your face down in the sand. You're just gonna take an L on that one.
I'll tote my L on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm acting tough like I would do it, but you never really know if you do it until you get in the actual situation. I might look down at that thing and go, you know what, fuck that, I'm not doing that.
No.
I don't know.
Are we supposed to be doing it blindfolded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the other thing is you'd have to go rooting around on the ground to find
Yeah. Well, yeah, like an armadillo.
Not the analogy I was going to go with, but it works.
Yeah. But it just it depends on how bad you want to win. You know what I mean? Like, if you really want to win the event or win the Slob Olympics as a whole, you might just have to get down on your hands and knees and stick your face in the dirt. Just it is what it is.
Or the sand in this case.
In the sand, yeah. And nothing is more disgusting than chewing on sand.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yeah, something tells me a sandy donut would not be very pleasant.
That would be fucking terrible.
Although what happened, like, I remember when we first set all this up, like, there was a whole moratorium on events with food.
Yeah, well,
About competitive eating.
yeah, competitive eating as far as like seeing how much you can eat, I think is,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think we can handle.
Yeah, one donut's not going to make anybody sick, I don't think. Well, I guess maybe if it's covered in sand, it might. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, do we have to check and see if anybody has a gluten allergy?
Well, if they have a gluten allergy, then they're just not slobs. I mean, fuck them.
You're not a slob if you have a gluten allergy.
I guess you'll just have to deal with whatever consequences of eating gluten. Which
There's no such thing as a slob who's allergic to bread.
I mean, probably nothing that's gonna kill you. So I mean,
You know?
I'm guessing that's probably nothing that's gonna kill you. So I mean,
No.
You never know.
you just eat it anyway. But,
I mean, we didn't even have to worry about that last year. We almost lost TK.
I know.
So I mean, how bad is somebody gonna feel if we lose a slob competitor due to a donut gluten allergy?
Listen,
I can barely say that with a straight face.
if you die in Panama City Beach because you ate a donut, then it was just your fucking time to go. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just, you had a good run.
Oh shit!
What are the chances that somebody chokes on the donut?
oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, like, see, I can see the sand stop it from going down your esophagus, so you end up choking on the donut.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now you got somebody, I'm out there doing the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to be the one to get down there and give Millis mouth to mouth?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have to go, though, guys. All right.
All right.
Talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to do it. That's going to do it. Yeah, I'll be back tonight, though, at 10 p.m. on Uncle Lou's main channel for the Lunch Money Show. We'll talk about the Super Bowl, prop bets, and I guess we'll put the final touches on the Slob Olympic thing. Because after we put final touches on it, really all that's left to do is talk shit. And discuss who's like the favorite to win. Like, I guess, did we do odds last year? I think we did. I know we did in Pigeon Forge. I think we did odds last year too. So maybe we'll do that too. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you guys tonight at 10 p.m. Have a great Monday. Thanks for hanging out. Your boy is checking.